Emmerdale star Bradley Riches confirms dramatic news story for Lewis as he's thrown a curveball. The romance drama, based on the comic by Alice Oseman, follows the lives of a group of students as they navigate the complicated worlds of love, sexuality, and growing into young adults. In the series, Bradley's character James develops a crush on Isaac Henderson, Toby Donovan, but he learns the feelings aren't reciprocated due to Isaac realizing he's aromantic. 2 years after Heartstopper burst onto our screens, Bradley was back on TV, but not as a character. In the 23rd series of Celebrity Big Brother, Bradley was one of the housemates and ended up coming 6th in the competition. In 2025, Bradley's success continued as he joined the cast of ITV's Emmerdale. The actor, who is 24, plays the character of Lewis Barton. He co-owns the cafe with Nicola Wheeler, and is also Ross Barton's, Michael Parr, long-lost brother. Lewis's new romance. Now settled into the village, Lewis finds himself heading down the romance path in scenes that'll air soon, as Kami Haddock, Sheb's Mia, and Ross pick up on the chemistry between Lewis and another resident. Lewis' housemate Vinny Dingle, Bradley Johnson, faced an emotional challenge last year when he began exploring his sexuality. After Vinny's marriage to Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, ended, he began spending more time with Lewis. Neither of them have ever had proper boyfriends before, which means the feelings fizzing between them are uncharted territory. It makes things a little bit awkward for the pair in upcoming episodes, as star Bradley Riches told me neither of the residents can quite confront how they feel. I think Lewis is oblivious to a lot of things. He's definitely oblivious to there could be something more, but every so often there's a little, ooh, I don't know what this is. Vinny's got a lot going on, working out his sexuality and his identity and becoming really close friends with Lewis. They both have little rom-com moments here and there, but it's unknown territory at the moment. What is this? We don't really know, but we don't want to break this friend grouping. It's unspoken words. We don't really know what's happening. He added. They're very honest with each other, which I like. Lewis was there when he was talking about the court case, and Vinny was there when Lewis was having his burnout, so they're very honest with their feelings with each other, but this is one thing they're not honest about. Maybe when they do become honest about it, they might both feel the same way. It's a weird tug-of-war at the moment, with their feelings towards each other. Reflecting on how Lewis and Vinny would navigate a potential relationship, Bradley said, Lewis has never had a boyfriend. As an actor, you have to fill in the gaps sometimes, so to me, Lewis has never needed to seek that. He's always had his special interests, and he's put his energy into those things. I think Vinny would be his first boyfriend, which will come with challenges. Occasionally, I think there will be a little bit of miscommunication as they try and adapt to each other's languages. Once they get past that, I think they'll be a strong couple. I don't think Lewis and Vinny won't have a honeymoon phase. They'll just get straight into it because Lewis is very direct. I think in the long run, that will be beneficial. They have the opportunity to be a strong and happy couple. Bradley on the importance of autistic representation. Lewis Barton is autistic, just like Bradley himself. As someone who knows firsthand what it's like to not feel seen growing up, Bradley understands just how vital it is to have a character like Lewis on our screens every single evening. I get a lot of comments and messages. It's been a really positive reaction as time's gone on from parents, grandparents, autistic people, and neurodiverse people themselves, he told me, giving a small insight into the response he's had ever since Lewis arrived. I think as neurodiverse people, we're always seeking that moment where we feel seen, and to feel their identity is not something to be judged or debated. When they see an autistic neurodivergent character just living in the village, surrounded by people, having a job, creating relationship, all of these dynamics that autistic people seek, I think it's really positive and a cool representation. Everyone knows Lewis in the village. It's a really cool representation of autism in a community space. Last year, a particularly powerful moment aired in an episode that saw Lewis experience an autistic burnout, which is a state of severe physical and mental exhaustion. He was supported by Vinny and friend Nicola in this process. Neither of them understood what Lewis was going through, but they made sure he knew they would support him whenever he was ready. Bradley explained that after these scenes aired, he received many comments online from those who have been through something similar. I know loads of people watch Emmerdale with their families. People tag me in videos of kids and teenagers saying, "Oh my God, he wears ear defenders like me." When Lewis was going through his burnout, he was trying to describe it to Vinny, and it helped a lot of people to understand what autistic people go through when they feel like that. It's a weird feeling, you just want to run away, so to have that on screen for loads of people to see I thought was really cool. Bradley is continuing to encourage discussion around autism and being neurodivergent by launching a new book. Revealing more about it, Bradley told me with a smile.
It's called Autistically Me.
I say it's a bit like a toolkit for neurodiverse and autistic people. It's tips and tricks that I've learned along my way. It's not an autobiography. I describe things like going to an airport at 15 for the first time and how X, Y, and Z was too much, and this is what I did to help myself. I'm using my own experiences and giving tips and tricks. I spoke to a lot of autistic people for the book as well. It's an all-round advice book from different types of people. He noted, I speak about myself in there as well, the things I've struggled with and why I've written this book. It's for everyone. Whenever I read it, I think of whether I was a parent reading it or a teacher or an autistic person. It feels like you do take something from the book and learn from it, whoever you are. I'm really happy about it. It's out June 9th, and I might be doing a book signing tour as well. Away from his upcoming romance storyline with Vinny, there's a lot ahead for Lewis in 2026. Bradley didn't confirm the details, but did say that what will unfold for Lewis soon is going to be dramatic. It's a soap, of course it will be. You'll carry on seeing Lewis in the cafe, being Lewis, he said. I think later down the line, he'll work out his relationship with Vinny, and there will be a curveball for Lewis, and it's going to be dramatic. I'll leave that to your imagination. Bradley smiled. In Lewis' form, though, it'll be quite comedic and lighthearted. He never takes life too seriously.